So what's the story with this organic Benromach? It's called Contrasts Organic and is 46% ABV. It's natural color and it's unchill filtered. It's also matured in first fill virgin oak barrels. Well, let's find out together and stay tuned for Whiskey Whistle. It's Mark here on Whiskey Whistle. Thanks for popping in, and thank you so much for checking out this review of Benromach Contrasts Organic. This is their 2023 bottling, bottled on, I think that is August 9, 2023, in case you want to find the bottling. I think the cask number is 230198, so that's cool. It's 46% ABV, and if you look right up here, you can see that it was distilled in 2014 and bottled in 2023. So that's either, oh, here it says aged 9 years in oak casks. And also, if you look at the top, you can see that it was exclusively first fill cask matured. So that's very cool. Benromach, well, it's peaty whiskey. It is not intensely peaty unless they choose to do that. Let's get that poured. And while I'm pouring, since that'll take so long, how about subscribing? That's right over there. I'll let you do that while I pour. That's a fairly standard pour, maybe just a tad over 30 milliliters. Did you subscribe? Great. Make sure you hit that bell. That way my reviews will be queued up in your whiskey feed, in your YouTube whiskey feed. And also check me out on Patreon. That's patreon.com/whiskey whistle. All right. And what'll that get you? Well, you'll get your name in the credits, such as that are at the end of this whiskey review. You'll also get advanced viewing so that you can watch the reviews first before anybody else. So, lovely color, very, very dark. Much darker than the previous review, which was the Glenallachie Grappa wine cask series, they call it. Anyway, a very nice, lovely, toffee-colored. Ooh, very lovely. That's such a nice shade. And it's so amazing because it's natural in color. Beautiful. That says that, where does it say it here? Non-chill filtered, first fill matured, 9 years. Okay, it's not there. Color, rose gold. No, that's the wrong box. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's great. Where does it say that it's natural in color? Oh, it's there. It's right on the box. Okay. On the box, on the front of the box, we see right down there at the bottom. Okay, right. I think that's right here. From what I can see. Okay. So, natural color and non-chill filtered. One of the few Benromach bottlings that are non-chill filtered because they typically bottle at 43%, and meanwhile this is 46%. So, very, very great. So awesome. Very cool. Okay, what's next? I forgot now. Yes, the nose. Here we go. Wow. Subtly smoky. Subtly oaky. Again, woodshop notes. Lumberyard. But the virgin oak casks are super interesting. I really wonder exactly what type of casks those were, because they don't really smell like American oak. Well, virgin American oak casks. Okay. So there we go. Decline. Yes. Did you know that we are the first Scotch whiskey to be certified as organic by the UK Soil Association? Yeah, that's super cool. Cask type. Virgin American oak casks. Well, boy. I guess that's a combination of the spirit. But yeah, it's really got a cocoa-esque edge to it. A spicy edge. Those must have been exceptional. Not your run-of-the-mill American oak barrels. A peppery, gingery note. Banana chips. And some intense raisin, like raisin biscuits. What was the name of those biscuits? I found it years ago and then I lost it again. I think it was just called Sultana, made by Nabisco. It had a jagged edge and it was like a sandwich and they were just incredible. They're gone though. Very, very lovely nose. Okay. It's got a Grappa-esque flavor. So somehow this whiskey with that, the organic barley plus the fermentation plus the American virgin oak cask somehow has a Grappa-esque nose to it. Grappa essentially smells like wine plus the woody sweet stems. If you get into winemaking, you'll find that there can be a lot of sweetness plus tannins in the stems themselves. Wow. Oh, that is just incredible. Okay, on to the palate. Cheers, everyone. And a big cheers to the Whiskey Whistle crewmates. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. Welcome aboard. All right, here we go. Such a delightful palate. Very, very sweet. Very chocolatey. Very raisin compote. Kind of like a box of Glossettes, if those were a high percent cocoa chocolate. I think maybe only Canadians know what Glossettes are. It's a chocolate-covered raisin that came in a box, and it was delicious. The peat is very much undercurrent here. And it's really showing that sweet, fruity style that came from, I think, the barley plus the, I'm sure, very long fermentation. Benromach is 3 to 5 days. This is probably longer. I'm sure that the organic barley would have needed longer fermentation to achieve what they were looking for. Incredible. Grappa. How did that appear here? If you have not yet tried Grappa, get yourself a bottle. Old guy issues. My lips don't have the fullness that they used to. Beautiful. This is actually very, very great drinking strength. But let us add our 15 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 drops, 1 milliliter. We're still going to be well over 40% ABV. And it's still mixing and melding. You can see that this particular bottling, in comparison to the last, has a lot more particulate matter in the bottle. So not only is it unchill filtered, but it's very lightly filtered in general. I just cannot get over this nose. I'm getting some 7-Up syrup. You know, you go to the bowling alley. This is back in the 80s. And they have the soft drink machine. And if you just tilt your glass just the right way, you can get syrup without any water. It makes it super sweet. So a little bit of 7-Up syrup. Although these are virgin oak casks, amazingly, this has much more of a similarity to a wine cask finish than to other virgin American oak barrels. There we go. That I've had before. There's a little bit of slight lemon cola, lime Pepsi type of a note there. And that's what tells me that this is the virgin casks, but the wine similarity is unmistakable. Even more wine-like with water added. Okay. A little bit more cola ball coming through now that I'm smelling it over and over again with the water added. The Grappa-esque note has subsided, although it's still there on the palate. So delicious. Incredible. Well, let's jump right into the Whiskey Whistle Whiskey score. So, what is that going to be for Benromach Contrasts Organic, bottled in 2023? Final sip. Wow. Well, folks, it's going to be 89 out of 100. You heard it, 89 out of 100 is the Whiskey Whistle Whiskey score for Benromach Contrasts Organic 2014-2023. I really want to know your thoughts on this. And if you haven't picked up a bottle of Grappa, get yourself one. I have a Sassicaia matured Grappa at home, and I really need to review that because it's just so unique. Anyway, let me know your thoughts here. The peat is really well in the background. There's still a subtle smoky thread throughout this, but it's really this unique, delicious flavor that's carrying this bottling. The Grappa style, delicious sweet finishes all the way through, and lovely, lovely whiskey. So far, Benromach is my favorite whiskey this year, and not by a little bit, but by quite a lot. Aaron might be close by. Oh, there's so many great whiskeys I've had this year. It's been a very interesting year for this last few months where I've been able to finally get back into reviewing. There's going to be more coming in the winter. So what'll be next? I think we will do a hat trick of virgin oak, and that is going to be Millstone American Oak. So stay tuned for that, and take care. Enjoy lots of delicious whiskeys. Have you got a special bottle lined up? Please share that in the comments. Share your tasting notes of Benromach Contrasts Organic, and I'll see you for the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and check me out on Patreon. Thanks so much, everyone, and I'll see you for the next one. This is Mark signing out. Goodbye.